Hello? Mom.
We're just getting ready, so it's gonna be around 12-ish.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, I'm right in the middle of recording. I'll talk to you then. All right, bye, Mom. Answer a call while I'm doing an unboxing. I got to. Oh my goodness. What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog. Guys, today we are going to unveil a much anticipated race buggy that everybody's been waiting for. I'm super excited. Let me show you what it is. Here it is, guys, the new EB48 2.1. So yes, these are two brand new kits. I'm super excited about it. I actually already have one. They're really sought out for right now. I'm super excited about it. This is also gonna start a new journey. Yeah, if you remember whenever I did that video, I was like, oops. Everyone thought that I staged that. I really did not stage it. They sent me that right when the NB48 2.1 came out, so I thought that it was NB48 2.1. It was not. It was that guy right there, the new EB48 2.1. You might be asking why I have three of them. One, that's the one that I'm practicing with and I'm running a lot. There's a lot of changes to this new buggy, so I wanted another one for spare parts, and then this is going to be for one of my boys. So I got some other stuff here. The new block engine. This is going to be the buggy block engine for the new NB48 2.1 that I'm building now. I am doing build sessions on that, so if you haven't caught one of those, don't worry, because we're going to do another build session on one of these. And then some other parts that I'm going to add to my EB48 2.1. So if you're expecting a build video, you're not going to get one of those. I will put a link in the description below to the Tekno build videos. Katie and Jared, they did a great job of doing some build videos. This video is going to be strictly what's different on the car, what you have to know about it, basically everything you need to know about the new EB48 2.1, my personal driving experience with it, how I feel like it's different, and of course what I did after I took it out of the box, meaning the changes that I made to the car that's beyond box stock. But this isn't the place to talk about that. Let's go out to the track and I'll elaborate. Here we are at Indy RC World. So this is the new EB48 2.1. This is the older EB48 2.0. We're going to go over both of them side by side so I can show you the differences really quick. We're not going to do it out here though because it's kind of loud. We're going to go do it inside the shop. All right, here they are. So the one question I get a lot is, can you convert your 2.0 to a 2.1? Yes, you can. However, there are a lot. It's not worth it. So starting from the front, you have different caster blocks here. These are, you can tell they are completely different. The entire front end is essentially different. You have regular CVDs on the old car. The new ones have universals. The universals will actually make your car feel a little bit more free, like it rolls better. So it's got universals all the way around. Front shock tower is just a slightly different design. It's a little bit tighter on the new one. The steering knuckles are completely different here on the older one. It's all a one-piece steering knuckle versus the new one has these carbon fiber pieces, which is really, really cool because now you can tune your steering with those. I actually am going to do some tuning changes on my car with these new things. Also, all the plates are different. A, B, and C and D plates are all different. They're all a little bit lower. I would say 90% of the front end is different. Shocks are the same. However, the shocks are different in the back. The rear shocks are actually longer on the 2.1 versus the 2.0. This was an upgrade I've been wanting to do. And what I felt is whenever I land and it kind of bounces up a little bit, because the shock is a little bit longer, I feel like it stayed on the ground. It was a little bit more stable. So I like the way that felt. In regards to this middle section. The middle section is pretty much the same, but if you come to look at the bottom, because these plates are different, you have, I don't have any more hands, so basically you have those screws, those screws right there in the C plate now. Look at the rear shock tower. You got more mounting holes on the rear shock tower versus the old 2.0. Oh man, there's so much different, guys. Looks like the rear diff cases are different. As you can see, this diff case here is different than that diff case there. So to answer the question on can you just upgrade your 2.0, yes, you can, but it is definitely not worth it. You're basically going to be replacing almost everything because there are so many changes. A couple of other things, the wing mount, it comes with a higher wing mount on the 2.1. I actually run mine in the higher position also. I was advised to do that by Mr. Jared Wiggins. I did spend a couple of nights out here trying to get this thing, not trying to get it dialed in, but get it better and better. Jared helped out a lot with that. Again, I will tell you guys what changes I made at the end of the video, but before I do that, we'll drive it. Also, this comes with a metal servo horn now, which is really, really cool. But it comes with a shorter servo horn. I think I'm actually going to change to this servo horn. This is the older aluminum Tekno servo horn because you can go wider. I feel like you get more steering if you go wider, but we'll see. We'll make those changes later. But oh man, so far guys, I mean it's really good. Let's drive it and then I'll tell you what I felt, the driving characteristics, how it's different and how it improved.
Don't stop on the straight!
Alright, that's pretty much the best you're going to get today. It's a Saturday, a lot of the newer guys are out here, so the track is packed and it's hard to get a good lap in. But what I can tell you is the car is noticeably more stable. That's the biggest thing. With it being more stable, it gives me more confidence, so I feel like I can push it harder. So out of the box, the box setup usually has an understeer, meaning that it pushes a little bit. That's good because people who aren't used to driving with really aggressive cars, it's easier for them to drive. So that's pretty much what I changed whenever I first busted mine out of the box and when I first drove mine, is I had to put some steering in it. So the way I did that is I added a lot of anti-squat. So for me, I like to drive where my car basically has more traction when I get on power, and I like my car to be somewhat loose off power. So when I go into the corners, I can let off the throttle and it will rotate, and then when I get back on the throttle, it kind of squats down and will go. So I add a lot of anti-squat. I'm running actually max anti-squat on mine, so I did change the pills. That was one thing I changed. I'm running max anti-squat, so that's 1 dot up on the C plate, and then I'm also running 2 dots down on the D plate. So that's giving me almost full anti-squat with this D and C plate, and it's also, I don't have that much toe, so my car rotates a lot faster. I personally like my car to be a little more aggressive. That's my driving style. Again, I like to go into the corner, let off, it rotates, I get back on it, and as I'm getting back on it, it's catching traction and going out of the corner. So that's what I changed. Some other things that I changed after the first few times I was on the track, after talking to Jared, I did end up standing up my shocks in the rear a little bit. It will give me a little bit more rear traction on power because it will squat a little bit more. And I also shortened the front camber link. He explained what it did, and basically what my complaint was is the car is pushing off power in the corner, and I think what he says is it actually loosens it up more off power and then gives it more mid-corner traction. I think I might have messed that up, but it did feel better when I did it. Basically I tried things and if I feel like it does better, I keep it. In regards to the upgrades that I did to the car, I put the aluminum sway bar bushings on there. I just think they look cool, and I think the plastic ones move a lot, so I put the aluminum ones. I put that on all my Teknos. I also put a steel spur gear. That's another thing that's kind of just standard that I put on my e-buggies or electric vehicles. Jared told me to try orange springs all the way around. He says that's a pretty good standard setup for most tracks. So I think the rear comes with red. So I do have the orange rear springs on my car, for my car. I haven't put them on yet. I was actually going to put them on and try them now. And then I also bought, I believe it's the 9047A spindle arms is what I got. Basically that gives us more initial steering, which goes back to my driving style of I like a lot of low speed initial steering and less. I want my car to push more on power so I can power it out of the corner. So those are the things I did. I also put the skid plates on. This is a new updated skid plate. They actually released a skid plate earlier. I won't say earlier in the year, but first, and it was a bigger skid plate. These are the new smaller ones, and it has 2 less screws, so you don't have to worry about the 2 small 3mm screws in there. But other than that, that is what I did to mine. I am super pleased with it. I'm having a great time with it. I am going to make these last changes and run it out on the track one more time. I'll record a little bit so you guys can see how it is. But overall, it is the buggy to get right now. It's all a rave. Like all the guys, most of the pro team guys have been running it for a while, and they run it to test it. They're not getting a significant advantage over us. That's not why they're doing it. They're doing it to test it to make sure it's good for us normal racers to have a nice, solid, stable RC car to race. Well, there you have it, guys. That is everything you need to know about the Tekno EB48 2.1. I say everything you need to know from a high level, obviously not the detailed stuff. I am going to build another one really soon, so I'll do a couple of live building sessions and I'll open up for Q&A. But yes. Well, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.
26.3.
I hit a rock. Somehow I hit a rock, but I played the whole
24.1.
You hear that, Ethan?
Oh my gosh. Why the flip it?
25.1.
I know you.
Dang it.